Hi everyone, my name is Lauren Castledine-Wolfe and I am the staff Health and Wellbeing Physiotherapist here at Kingston. I just wanted to do a short video for those of you that are standing for most of the day, working long shifts in clinical areas, standing on your feet, doing a lot of manual work, moving patients, potentially standing at the workstations, inputting notes, a lot of time on your feet, and just little hints and tips of things to think about when you are at work during those long shifts. The first thing is footwear. So thinking about what you are wearing on your feet can make a massive difference. Thinking about footwear that is comfortable, supportive, with some good cushioning. If you're struggling to find good footwear, little things you can do are just putting some gel insoles in your shoes, and that can help just to add a little bit more shock absorption during the day. Other things to think about is just moving and stretching regularly throughout the day. Obviously you're all busy and you've got a lot on your plate, but just little things can really help. Just little things like rolling your shoulders forwards and backwards, maybe rotating your body side to side, leaning sideways, doing some stretching, getting some movement in your body, working in different planes of movement. Even things like just rolling down, bending your knees, reaching down for your toes can really help. Hugging your knee into your chest, alternating legs. Also doing things like just some heel raises and then going back onto your toes, just to really get that muscle pump working in your legs, just like walking, but just standing in one position. Other little things are just doing some pelvic tilts as well, so tilting your pelvis backwards to round through your lower back, and then tilting it forwards to arch your lower back, and just move through those movements a few times as well. You may find that your shoulders and arms are getting tight, especially if you're leaning forward over patients. So doing things like some neck stretches can be really helpful, side to side, as well as just stretching out through your chest, opening out through the front. So those are just a few little things you can do while you're standing at work. A few other things to consider is just focusing on your posture. So how are you standing? How are you moving? Little things to think about is finding a neutral position for your lower back to be in. So often when we're standing, we can either slump and sort of round out through our backs, or we can arch and just hang and stand in a more arched position in our lower back, all of which can put more pressure through our joints than necessary. So finding a neutral position, just like we did earlier, rocking your pelvis forward and back, finding that middle ground can be really helpful. And then thinking about engaging your core muscles. So your core muscles are really helpful. They're deep abdominal muscles that actually attach onto your spine and help to give that stability and strength. So thinking about engaging those deep abdominal muscles, drawing your belly button back towards your spine and just gently lifting through your pelvic floor can be really helpful as well. Instead of locking through your knees and kind of hanging off your knee joints as well, it can be really helpful just to have soft knees and keep your knees slightly bent so your quadriceps are engaged as well. So your thigh muscles are really strong muscles that we can use and can help us during the day. Engaging your glutes can also be great. So when you're standing, just every so often squeezing your buttock muscles together and relaxing just to really switch those glute muscles on, as well as your core, and with the softening of the knees is likely just to prevent you getting pain around your lower back and your hips as well. And then thinking about general strength. So obviously when you get home, when you have got some spare time, it's thinking about doing some exercises to build on your strength. So even little exercises like some mini squats to build on your strength in your thighs can be really useful. Doing some heel raises to build on the strength around your calves, again, can be really useful. getting your hamstrings working, just doing some hamstring curls, working on your core by standing on one leg, engaging those core muscles that we spoke about earlier. And then you can challenge yourself by closing your eyes and seeing if you can hold your balance and work those core muscles a little bit harder. Also, not forgetting our arms. So again, if we're helping turn patients, move patients, we need good upper body strength. So doing things like press-ups against the wall can be really useful. So just hands on the wall, pressing in and out can be a really good one to do. Other things may be just some tricep dips, so you can lean on the back of a chair or a desk and just drop down and back up, bending and straightening your elbows, really getting some strength back into those arms. Going back to when you are at work, obviously if you're standing all day, when you can take a break, consider trying to sit down. So sitting in a chair, relaxing during your break, maybe bending forwards to touch your toes, hugging your knee into your chest in a seated position, just to relax all of those muscles out and change position. So the more you can move, the more you can change position, the more you can be active, is all going to help you. So just again want to say thank you so much for all the amazing work that you're doing. Keep well and keep safe.